Okay, so today's training, I want to do a training on how you can use your Basic Pro Zoom account, set up a scheduled live meeting on your profile, connect the two so that you can use Zoom. That way you can record it, you can share your screen, you can do training, you can do everything and live, but have it attached to a scheduled event on your profile so people can get reminders of it and everything, and so forth, and not necessarily have to buy the webinar side of things. Because with the webinar, you can go live on any page, or here, all you have to do is go live, set up a scheduled live, and I'm going to show you how to do that and connect it to, and then you can just use your pro account, which I didn't think was possible. Tested it out yesterday and it worked great, and on my live today here in about 30 minutes is done that way. So I wanted to share this with everybody. Okay, so first, if you see it, what you see on the screen is my Zoom account. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go over here into meeting settings, okay, and you need to scroll down, okay, till you hit the advanced section. So see here, it says meeting advanced. And then you need to go down where it says allow live streaming the meetings, okay? And you'll probably have this already checked, but you probably want to have this checked, and that's the one that needs to be checked, the custom live streaming service. So you need to make sure that is checked. And then once you do that, make sure that you save whatever you've done. So if you click this out and you click it back in, whatever. I mean, if you click on it for the first time, it'll say save, okay? So now once you've done that, okay, then you can go up here to say schedule a meeting. You can go to meetings, and now you can go back here and you can say schedule a meeting, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule just a bogus meeting at this point, okay? So here's this meeting. Now, once you've scheduled the meeting, and this is already put together, now when you come down here for live streaming, you'll see it says configure live streaming settings. If I click on that, it's asking me for a stream URL, a stream key, and a live streaming page URL. Okay, so we're going to come back to that. Now I'm going to go over to my page. Okay, now I'm on my profile page. And you'll notice that there's this button right here that says live video. Now, you don't want to go over here to say more events. And then when you get here, create the event from here. You don't want to do that. You want to be on your timeline and you want to click live video. Okay. Now, when you go live video here, it's going to be set up with the camera. What you want to do is click on connect. Okay, so once you've clicked on connect, and I'm gonna put this here at only me right now, so it doesn't. You would come over here, and this is a test live schedule. Okay, and then you would click schedule. Well, the cool thing about here is now I can upload, let's say I want to upload some sort of image. I can come over here and, I don't know, let's go for the convention, me and Aaron and Kathy. Okay, so I put this in here, that's my, oops. We're going to make this 8:55. Okay, let's try this. Upload an image again. Robert Hollis on stage. Okay, so then I just do save. And obviously, this isn't a good picture. If you're going to make a picture, a graphic, the ideal dimensions are 1200 by 628. Okay, 1200 wide by 628 pixels high. Okay, so then you just do schedule. Okay, and once you do schedule, if I refresh this screen here, here is my scheduled live, right? And now people can get reminders from it, they can like it, they can do all of these things. Well, what you want to do now you want to go back in and you want to say edit your details, and here are those two things you want. Okay, so you hit copy here, come over here to the meeting information, click on configure, and it's a streaming, paste it in here. On the Mac, it's Command C, or right click and paste. Then go back over here, copy this, go back to the meeting, paste it into this streaming. And now here, what you want to do is you want to go back over here, and you're going to want to, excuse me, just get out of this at this point. You can just hit save. But you're going to want, when you're on your timeline, right, you want to kind of get rid of all of this stuff. And all you want to do is put whatever your address is up here. So you can Command C or Control C and then paste that into there. Okay, that's all you do. Now you hit save. It's there. It's already set up and ready to go. Okay. And what's so cool about this is this event is going to automatically change within a couple of minutes of the event starting. A timer will start, okay? So if I refresh this, we said 55, right? 8:55. So it's got a ways to go. So at about 8:50, I think, at the 5-minute mark, it'll start a little timer and start counting down, okay? And the cool thing about that is you can come in here and you can say, start this meeting, get everything set up, and it won't show up on there. It won't show up until the countdown gets to 0, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're live and ready to go. So, and this is all done with the $14.95 or $15 a month pro account in Zoom. And so now, and plus if you wanted, you could have 100 panelists or 100 people join you and be on your Zoom and show up on the live also, So if you were training, you could put it on in your group. You just have to create a live event, a live video event in a group. Go through that same process, getting the streaming codes and the URL and all of that, and put it in there, and then put the URL of the group, not of your Facebook profile, and so forth. So I hope this has helped. This is an amazing discovery, and I think this is going to help out so many people. Just that, and you may have to go through this a couple of times, step by step, okay? But it's really kind of straightforward. You create the live event, you create your Zoom meeting, schedule your Zoom meeting, and now you go back into your event, grab those codes, and scroll down to this area right here where the custom streaming. Now, remember, you have to go into your meeting settings and make sure that under, the advanced area, you've got this turned on right here, custom live services. And you want to make sure this is on too, okay? Because if I turn this off, then all of that goes away. So you want to make sure that that's on, and then you have the options, okay? All right, so I hope this has helped you. Happy live streaming. Okay, so here's the last part, final part. I forgot to add this on, so I'm adding this on because you need to know where to go. So here, if I go back to my profile, here is the scheduled live event, right? And this one I had to recreate, so it's scheduled to go off at 9:34. That's 10 minutes from now. At about 3 minutes, this will change into kind of a black screen with a little timer down here. Now, what you want to do is, at some point before that, you're going to click on Start This Meeting, okay? And I'm going to bring this over here so you can see it, okay? And I'm going to stop the recording, okay? So, in this case, you would always want to join with computer audio. You would start the meeting, and what I do is I wait till that timer starts. And when that timer starts, then I'm going to click on the More button, and I'm going to go live on the custom streaming service, because it doesn't know that it's Facebook or YouTube. And you can do the same thing with YouTube, by the way. And I'll probably do another video showing you how to do that, going live on YouTube using your Zoom. But you can do this on anything that's going to give you those streaming URLs and that streaming key, okay? So all it knows is you want to go live on that custom setup that you put together, okay? And if I go back here, that's this information right here that we put in there, right? I can show what the key is and all of that. Okay, so you would just go live on this custom streaming service. And once you do that, it's going to bring up this window on your browser, and it's going to go through the process of connecting your Zoom meeting with that custom service with that URL and that streaming key, and it's going to go live, right? But this is the key, right? And it's taking a while here, so I'm just going to go back to here and show you that it won't go live here. So you can be all in your doing setups and checking your screen share, whatever you want to do, check your camera, do all of that stuff prior to this thing counting down, as long as you've gone through and done this. And I'm probably, because I've been connected, and it's not going to connect, but you understand what I'm saying is that before, when that timer starts, you want to make sure that you've gone down here and clicked on live on custom streaming service, and then let it go through all of that, and it'll replace this window at that point. It'll bring up another window, and now you can actually get rid of this one and go look at the tab that you have that's got the new one where it's waiting to go live. And then the cool part about it is that when it gets down to 0, all of a sudden the live begins. You can see that. You can have your Zoom window on another screen, or up in front of you, and you can start doing your live. And of course, now you get to do a high definition recording of it. You can then upload that to YouTube, do whatever you want to do. You can share your screen. You have all the benefits of being on a Zoom, because you can actually do interviews like this. You can do training like this and have up to 100 people. Our account, actually, I can have up to 500 people on the screen at one time, and you can do all kinds of different things. So that's how you get started. Just remember that, at some point you've got to go. You could do this 20 minutes ahead of time and just be sitting there, and when it goes down to 0, boom, you're live. Okay, just like that. So I hope that's helped you. I'll add this to the end of the recording so you know how to do all of that, and we'll see you on the next one.